I think Hooples made a video about Earth Day. Well, here you have it. It's beautiful spring in Texas. Grass is green, the trees are putting out new leaves. This is nature, folks. This is nature. Just take care of it. Be a good steward of it. That's all I can say. The less crap you put in the soil, the better the soil is, in my opinion. The less fertilizers, the less herbicides, the less fungicides, the less crap you put in there, the better it is for the soil, for the animals that eat there, and ultimately for the humans that consume those animals. The earth provides, nature provides. You just have to work with it, not against it. And I know it sounds like a bunch of hippie rubbish, but that's one thing that big farms have forgotten to do. That's one thing that big agricultural practices have forgotten about. Care of the earth. They basically deplete it, exploit it, deplete it, and move on, leaving behind a barren patch of soil that is dead, basically, for several years to come. It is only through the introduction of animals, hoofed animals, that those dead soils can be restored back to grazing land, or I mean, if you wanted to put that land back as a forest, you would have to plant trees. But if you were to use that as a grazing area, you would need to introduce hoofed animals to restore grasses and restore habitat. And a lot of our food production is not even that great. The way cattle come to an end is pretty cruel sometimes. Well, always. Most grass-fed beef goes from a farm like this to a slaughterhouse around 18 months to your plate. A T-bone steak that you get at Walmart or Kroger goes from a farm like this to a feedlot where the animals cramped up with thousands of other animals. If you're going through a feedlot, you'll know what I'm talking about. They stink for miles on end. And they're basically just standing there in their own shit, eating grains and soy and who knows what else they give them. And they put on a lot of weight on those animals, and then they slaughter them. And then they come to your plate. And that's how it is. I guess some people will say that that's necessary to feed all the humans, all the mouths we got to feed. I would disagree with that, but there's only one way to prove that theory is wrong, or that my theory is right, and that the way big agriculture is done is wrong. And that's if we have a lot more small farmers providing to the market what the market demands. Right now there are bottlenecks with the slaughtering of animals. You got 4 big slaughterhouses in the country, and the farmer, the rancher, gets killed at the sale barn, which is where animals get sold. They get killed because those slaughterhouses have a lot of control over the prices, and they send scouts to buy the feedlots send scouts to buy cows and stuff like that, and they're killing small farmers with real shitty prices. So of course your cost of beef is not as expensive at the store, but I would debate that as well. I mean, if you have a lot of farmers, local farmers, buying, selling food, your prices may go down also, because you bring to market an animal that's almost twice the weight as when you sell it. Most farmers will sell their calves around 600 pounds to the feedlot, and the feedlot will put another 300 pounds of weight on that animal with grains and stuff like that, and then slaughter it. Whereas a grass-fed farmer will bring an animal to slaughter at 1,200 pounds, 1,400 pounds, right? So you get a lot more out of that animal. You're basically bringing it at the 16 to 18 months of age instead of 10, 12 months. So anyway, that's another discussion, but it's all kind of related to taking care of the earth and the trees and your habitat and everything. Look at this here. You got a lot of trees, and people say, well, grass doesn't grow where there's trees. Well, I beg to differ. This area is shaded for the most part. Look at all the beautiful grass that we have here. Some grasses grow better in the shade, and all these trees provide immense habitat for all kinds of creatures. I mean, some people will just plow this. I mean, we'll just bulldoze all this stuff and plow it and plant grasses. But you can have both. You can have both. Look at this. I mean, this is a very nice piece of pasture here, and it's all wooded. Not wooded like the Northwest, but there's a lot of shade here, but there's a lot of habitat. And then all these green shoots right now in the spring, all these little green shoots. Cows eat these things also. I mean, they're mostly grazers, but they'll browse too. Young tender leaves like this. This is honey locust. Any permaculture will tell you that honey locust is a great treat to have. I kind of beg to differ. Look at this little bitch here. Look at this. Look at those thorns. Yeah, they're nitrogen fixers. That's why they like them. The permaculturists will like honey locusts because they're nitrogen fixers. And maybe that's why we have such good grass here, because yeah, these things do fix nitrogen. And look at all the grass we have here. But they're a pain in the ass to deal with them. If you ever chainsaw one and it falls on your back, man, you're gonna be hurting for days. Or you have a branch that falls on your back, it hurts like a mother. But anyway, folks, I'm kind of rambling at this point. I'm going home, and until next time, happy Earth Day. Hooples. See you later.